Question 3, the table gives a group frequency distribution for the lengths each measured to the nearest millimetre of 80 earthworms. So if you look here, there is a gap here, 47 to 53 millimetres, and then it suddenly goes to 54 to 60, and there is a gap. But remember, because it's to the nearest millimetre, it's rounded, yeah? So if it was 53.5 or less than it would be in this group. If it was 53.5 or more, it would be in this group here, okay? So then with the cumulative frequency, you add up as you go along, and this is saying, look, how many are less than 46.5? Well, there's none that are less than 46.5, okay, because the lowest ones are in this group here, and they're at least 46.5 or more. Then it says, how many are less than 53.5? So if it's less than 53.5, it goes in this group, doesn't it? 10. And then how many are less than 60.5? Well, you've got these here. These are less than 60.5, 18. But you also include these as well, okay? Because these are also less than 60.5. So it's adding them. It's cumulative. So you've got 28 so far. And then how many are less than 67.5? Less than 67.5 is all of these. So you're going to add 40 to this. So you get 68. And then how many of them are less than 74.5? Less than this. Well, all of them are smaller than 74.5. So you add the 12 on, you get 80. On the graph paper then below, draw a cumulative frequency diagram to show this information. Well, less than 46.5 is 0, so that point is where you go to on your cumulative. Okay, so down here, that's 45, so 46 is there, I think. It's going up in 2, isn't it, for every one value. So 46 is there, 46.5 is there, right, the third square cross. It's important you get that right. And it's 0, okay, got to put exactly where it should go. Then 53.5, well there's 50, so 53.5, well that's going to be, there's 53 there, so 53.5 is here, and that's going to be 10, okay, so you can go up to 10, so they're going to be checking here. It's an awkward, be careful of the scale, you check and you put the dots in the right place. 60.5 then is 28, so 60 here, 0.5 then is going to be 1 square across, and that's 28. So 28 is going to be here. 67.5, so 67.5, that's quite nice, that's in the middle there, and that takes you all the way up to 68. And then 74.5, 80 of them, so 74.5 is right towards the end, 1 square from the end, and that's 80. Okay, so you've got your points, and with the cumulative you need to join them with a ruler, so take your time on it. As I said, use a pencil, right, not a pen like me. Join the points up, being really careful that you join up the points properly. And there you go, there's your cumulative frequency. Okay, so then we go on to part B and part C, and it says use your cumulative frequency diagram to find an estimate for the median interquartile range. Okay, so the median, right, is half of the data, and you've got to check how many are there. Now don't just focus on this here, right? Always look at where the graph ends, right? And it is at 80, to be fair, but sometimes it doesn't end at the top, so you've got to see how many are there. It's clear though, isn't it? 80 earthworms. So the middle one, the median one, will be the 40th. So we draw a line across at 40, okay, for the median, and then you draw a line down, and you could see then what the median is going to be, the median earthworm, okay, so 40. Is 40th earthworm is the middle one, and it's going to be 62.5 millimeters. Okay, it says you must show your work in. Well, that's fine, but the work in there is on the graph as well. I've drawn the lines, and also now with the interquartile range, let's write a bit down here for that, because the interquartile range is upper quartile, take away lower quartile. So let's work that out. Now upper quartile is 3/4 of the data. Okay, so if you've got 80 earthworms, 3/4 is going to be 60, so I draw a line across. So that's going to be 66, so upper quartile is 66. Lower quartile then is going to be 1/4 of it, so that's 20. Okay, so I've got 56, 57, just about to say that's 57 there. Okay, so 66 then, take away 57, if I work that out, it's going to be 9, right? That's my interquartile range there. Then it says, draw a box and whisker. Well, remember with box and whisker, Your median then is your middle line, so 62.5 is going to go here. Okay. Upper quarter is 66, which is here. Low quarter is 57, which is here. So join them up. And then, of course, for the whiskers, we need to then join them to the max and minimum. Now, sometimes they tell you, okay, I don't think they tell you at all here what the lowest was or the highest. And what you've got to do then is you've got to estimate, and you just got to say, well, what is the lowest it can be? The lowest it can be is 46.5, isn't it? That's the lowest it can be, because it would be in that group. And the highest it could be is 74.5, okay, or less than, isn't it? But that's the boundary, isn't it? I know it can't equal that, because it would round up, but that's the boundary. So 46.5, 74.5. So 46.5 is here. Join that up. And then 40, what's the higher one? Can't remember that. 74.5, which is right at the end, but one here. And we've got our fox and whisker completed.